So it's still a little dark. I don't really care for this. And the creaking is, I could do it without that. Oh, what?
Yeah, he was in that room, but he was talking to someone. Their conversation was muffled, but I'm sure he was speaking with an old man. We should try to get rid of him later. I've checked him out a bit, and I don't think he knows anything. Tonight, I'll get what they wanted from that tomb. After that, he can do nothing anyway.
This town is so friendly. What was that all about? They somehow know my name. I didn't do anything to reveal my identity. I must be extra careful from now on. They know me. Come on, punks. I'll fight you. I will bite your shins. What? You better not follow them. I noticed one of them was having a knife, and they were just talking about getting rid of me. I should wait for morning to get my research. I barely closed my eyes last night. Who were those people I saw in the first floor hall? How could they possibly know about me? I didn't even tell my name to anybody. This is going to be more dangerous than I expected. I should be extra careful. This morning, I don't think we need to crouch. And now we need to go to Wormsfest and feast. And get the book. Get the book. Ooh, I got some. Looks like I'm nearsighted apparently. What you doing? Got a funky walk there, guy. Oh, I see how it is. You just blocking the entrance? Huh? What you hiding back there? Huh? Huh? Oh well. We'll get in there at some point and see what's going on in there. Probably cutting up dead bodies for ham and other types of meat. Well, hello! Shiny. The Book of Pronunciation of Jesus.
Hello? Hello? How can I help you?
I am looking for a book called Recollections of the Past.
Yes, I have that book, but I got it for someone who ordered it a few weeks ago, so I'm afraid it has a buyer already.
Great, it's still here. I have to get it.
Alright.
Don't you think a few weeks is a bit long to not pick up an order? They may not come for it after all this time.
Sorry, young man, I can't give an order to another person. It's store policy.
I understand.
Okay. They get mad at me.
Hello?
Hello?
I am looking.
Yeah.
Great. Don't you?
Sorry,
I understand.
Okay, so I have to go somewhere else. The only other thing that I can think of, so the only other person I can talk to, at least I know of right now, is the innkeeper. Look around. I'll look at the statue real quick. Oh. Statue of a howling wolf. When I was a child, my father told me that some rural areas of Wellsmith believed a werewolf. some people who have the power of Lang will promptly take shape of ferocity and strangle a wolf through ancient shamanic rites. Lights. Lights! Well, that's interesting. Innkeeper! I have some questions for you. Will you talk to me?
Is it always this crowded?
Yes, I know. But it used to be crowded, especially in spring and summer. Nowadays,
God.
few people gather here to have a drink or chat with each other.
His lips sometimes just move in
see.
the middle. It's freaky.
I've never seen you around here, sir. Are you traveling?
Yeah, you could say that.
What can you tell me about this town? What can you tell me about the townspeople? What can you tell me about Worm's Feast? Seems as though possible visitors. Who's staying in the room next to mine? Thinks I must go. Okay, so we want this.
What can you tell me about Worm's Feast?
Information?
It's the old bookshop run by Henry Lawrence. You can find a few antique things besides the books in there, too. Henry really doesn't like strangers, though. In fact, he doesn't really even like to talk to us. He lives with his wife. On rare occasions, he'll come here alone to get a drink, and then go home quietly. I heard that he fought at the War of Northbridge, and that's the one thing he becomes very talkative about.
Very
By the way,
interesting.
sir, what are you looking for at Worm's Feast?
Oh, you know, it's just, stuff. Even look, it was told, yeah, we don't want to write that one. Doesn't concern you. I'm a freelance reporter, gathering information about the War of Northbridge. I'm a writer gathering information about the War of Northbridge. I feel like freelance reporter probably makes a little bit more sense. You're like, what publication are you writing for? You know, so that way I could just be like, you know, whoever wants it, whatever.
I shouldn't reveal my identity like that letter said. I'm a freelance reporter, gathering information about the War of Northbridge.
Oh, you're a writer. Great. If you need help, I could probably be of service.
Dear
I
God,
grew
your
up
lips are
hearing
freaking me
all
out.
kinds of stories about the war.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind. Lying always has its drawbacks.
Oh, son of a bitch. Alright, let's go down through these and see what we can learn about this place. What can you tell me about this town?
What can you tell me about this town?
There really isn't much to talk about. Ark Hammond is quite an old town. Residents still live like their ancestors did hundreds of years ago. Of course, it changed a bit after the War of Northbridge. The population grew and some apartments were built around the town center. But in the old part of town, there are some houses so old, even my great-grandfather didn't know when they were built. Unfortunately, a few months ago, it was announced that there is an epidemic in those parts.
Oh.
The police don't allow anyone to enter, so I'm afraid you won't be able to see it for yourself.
Yeah, we'll
What
see.
kind of epidemic is it?
We don't know exactly. They won't tell anyone. But the whole thing smells fishy to me. I don't think there really even is an epidemic down there.
I see. Better break out the tinfoil hats. What can you tell me about the townspeople?
What can you tell me about the townspeople?
I can tell you that we are very traditional. We really
Creepy.
enjoy living like our ancestors did, and even still celebrate some ancient festivals.
Very creepy.
I remember my grandfather telling me stories about witches and how some places in the oldest part of town should be avoided. Many people here still believe those kinds of stories, especially because of rumors spread during the war about certain places used as war shelters. But I must warn you, some folks are a bit extreme. They are very unenlightened and don't like speaking with strangers, so you should be careful around here.
Got it. I don't trust you either, but thanks. It seems this isn't a very popular spot for visitors.
It seems this isn't a very popular spot for visitors. I was the only one who got off the train.
Yeah, Ark Hammond is an old town that doesn't have anything particularly interesting for sightseers.
Well, I don't know, man. You got the giant wolf statue in the center. That's pretty cute. Next to mine.
Who's staying in the room next to mine?
No one is staying there at the moment. Nobody ever wants to stay there after the last guest killed himself.
Oh, who was he? Why did he kill himself? Let's find out who he was.
Who was he?
An old man. One of the townspeople I don't know. But I heard he was a poet. I don't
And you didn't know it.
understand why he'd want to kill himself. Why do you ask?
'Cause he
I
didn't
thought
know
I
he was
heard
a
some
poet.
noises coming from that room.
It must be your imagination.
I guess so.
Oh, I was chatting with his ghost.
Why did he kill himself?
Nobody knows. First he
Because
locked
of the
himself
darkness.
inside the room, then jumped out of the window.
Okay, that looks like everything we need to know.
Thanks. I must go now.
And now we'll go back to Warm Space and see if we can chat up our friendly neighbor, book guy, thing, person. Oh yes, the fire. It burns so warmly. I'm back. Did you miss me? Of course you did.
Hello?
Hello? How can I help you?
Oh no.
I am looking for books about the War of the North Bridge.
Oh.
You're interested in the war?
Why yes, I am a freelance reporter.
Yes, I'm a freelance reporter looking for information about the war.
I see. A few years ago, some other reporters came and asked about the war. We told them all the truth, but in the end, they wrote whatever they wanted. That was a shame. A real shame.
Indeed, that was highly unethical. But I only want to write the truth. Actually, I heard that you fought in that war. It would be great to hear about your personal experiences. It would help my article tremendously.
Sure. Why not? I have nothing better to do. Come and see me when you're ready.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Also, I heard some rumors that were spread during the war about certain places used as shelters. Do you know anything about those?
Oh, yes. They could be quite horrible. I never saw one personally, but other soldiers found some really terrible things inside. Many were so bad, they were immediately burned down.
No.
We were never told about them in detail, but we all heard the rumors. Rumors about burial grounds inside abnormally large cellars of ancient houses. Stolen tombstones with strange writings on them. Viciously butchered animal carcasses. And about the screaming thing that caused 2 soldiers to go crazy.
Oh my, I never heard about all those.
They were covered up. As I said, most of them were burned down without anyone knowing about them. And people of this town don't like to speak about the past with strangers.
I see.
By the way, may I ask your name, young man?
Howard.
And mine is Henry. Pleased to meet you. In fact, I may be a bit biased, but I already like you, Howard.
Oh,
You seem
shucks.
like a nice guy. So, about that book you asked for earlier. You're right. I don't think the person who ordered it will come for it now. You can buy it instead. It was written here, you know, right at the time of the war, so it may come in handy for you.
That would be great.
Fantastic.
It's in the cellar. Could you go and get it yourself? You should find it on one of the shelves.
What?
I have problems with my legs. A constant reminder of that same war, which got much worse recently. Normally, my wife helps me out, but she isn't feeling too well right now.
No problem, Henry. I would be happy to get it.
You're gonna lock me down there, aren't you? Ooh, what's this? A map of Auckland. An hourglass. I want to look at the chest. Okay. Into the basement of death, apparently. Let's break out the lantern. I will burn down your house if you lock me down here. Or shop, whatever. Oh. A green dragon. It's beautifully crafted. Are you moving something in front of the door? Said I'll burn this place down. A stethoscope. Ooh, what's this? I'm apparently taking things now. These books are badly damaged. I can't even read the titles. Anything else to look at? An instrument case. A very old model typewriter. Speakers. They probably still work. A toy Jeep. Gotta get this. Had a similar one to this. A music box. Ooh, what's this? Old pistols. I should take one of those. Okay. It's just that. And then... Oh! This must be the book I'm looking for. That's not creepy at all. Missions, the letter, this should have something important in it. Okay. Cover is locked. I can't open it. What's this? There's a locking mechanism here. Oh, goody, a puzzle! I can't hear any sounds coming from the lock. Must be something I can use to listen to sounds coming from the lock. I know what you could do. Let's steal this. Close the lock. Yeah! I'm such a genius. Oh, that looks old enough to where it probably wouldn't work, but... Put the stethoscope in the book cover. Click the Howard's Mind button, inventory panel, drag and drop the stethoscope, and book into the combined slots. Okay. What? Oh, I don't drag and drop. Okay. Combine. I use stethoscope to listen to the clicking sounds in the lock. Oh, right. Oops. Tried clues by dragging them. Oh, so I can combine the clues together. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and I guess start here. Okay. Isn't this fun? hope I'm doing this right. Last one. Oh yeah. I think I opened the lock. Recollections of the Past. Alfred Olafshish. The book mentions in the letter it should have something important in it. Oh. What is this? I can't understand writing. Could this be written in with the cipher system? Oh. Okay. Oh, Henry. Good sir. Oh. Do you know the book? I think this was written in Cyprus system. Do you recognize it? May I ask your wife's problem, Henry? I'd like to buy that music box. I'd like to buy that map. I'd like to buy that toy Jeep.
I think this book was written with a cipher system. Do you recognize this?
Let me look at it. Yes, a cipher, just as you said.
Well, this is no good. Where can I find someone who can decode it for me?
I can do it if you want, but it will cost you a bit.
Of course.
Of course, I can't expect you to decipher it for free.
All right then. I think this is one of the cipher systems used during the war. I worked with radio operators back then, so I think I can decipher this. But I need some time.
Good.
There's also another book in the cellar about the cipher systems used in the war. If you get that for me, I can start working on this.
Thank you, Henry.
Fantastic. I'll come back to buy that Jeep. Possibly the map. Is there anything else up there that was interesting? Ooh, a very old phone. I don't think it's useful for just show. A camera. Okay. Go down. Looking. Oh, how did I miss you? The War of Northbridge. Got it! Here
it is.
Yes, that's the one. I will see what I can do.
Thanks, good chap. Out of curiosity, do you know who ordered the book?
Out of curiosity, do you know who ordered the book?
I don't know their names, but they seemed like suspicious and dangerous types. They came here a few months ago and bought a dilapidated place in the old part of town. I've also heard they sometimes dwell in the old building in the forest glade for some reason. Some people say they see lights in the windows of that old building. If you're thinking of going there, be careful. That building is one of the places the rumors tell about, and there are hungry wolves in the forest.
I will definitely keep that in mind.
We're going
Can you
there.
tell me a bit more about that building in the forest glade?
I don't know much about it, just stories I've heard. They say a witch cult of Eastern origin once lived there that was obsessed with mandrake plants. But I don't know who really lived there or who built it.
May I ask your wife's problem, Henry?
May I ask your wife's problem, Henry?
It is bad. I think she's completely lost her mind. For some time she's been dreaming and talking about an eclipse and the coming of darkness.
Awesome.
She's not very religious normally, but now talks about nothing but the end of days.
I am sorry, Henry. 'Henry,
We're gonna buy stuff.
I'd like to buy this camera.
Why? I don't know.
Sure.
I just want it. Got a camera.
I'd like to buy that music box in the cellar.
Whatever you like.
I'd like to buy this map.
Of course you do. You'll
I feel
need
like some of
it.
these things are going to be useful later on. Map of Arkham and surrounding areas. I'd like to buy the toy jeep in the cellar. Oh, heck yes.
I'd like to buy that toy jeep in the cellar.
That's an interesting choice.
Thanks, Henry. I have to go now.
Meh. Eh. Eh. Wait. Oh, wait. Yeah. Progress. Progress. Have you made progress, my friend? Book master-wise problem, Henry. Where you got all that?
Any progress?
Yes, it's exactly as I thought.
Well, that was quick.
Very simple indeed if you know how to look at it. But deciphering all of it would take considerable time, since it's such a thick book. For now, I've deciphered the index for you. If you tell me which other parts you need decoded, I can do those as soon as possible.
Okay. This is the index page of the book. Henry translated it for me. And I guess that's
Thanks,
pretty much
Henry.
it. And, well, I guess we can look at what we have in the inventory. This is Jeep. Nothing really of notice. It's just so beautiful. With the camera. Okay. And then I guess we'll look at this. Table of contents. Oh, botanical knowledge. Astronomical correlations of demonology and magic. Alchemy. Machines. Speaking machines. Use of phonographs and intelligent androids. Okay. Do we have anything else? I have a lever. Oh yeah, and the map. This is a map of Arkham. I see Camp Harold. Oh. Henry mentioned someplace and blah blah blah. It should be somewhere around here. Oh. In an area that doesn't really show much. Ooh. Ooh. Would you travel to this location? Oh, hell yeah, well. It's a bit far to walk, but it seems I have no other choice. Oh. A ruined place resting in the notorious Northwoods Force. Its origins shrouded in mystery. Mystery. An old building should be somewhere around here. Oh. Goody. This can only end so well for us. What was that? It's nothing. It's just my imagination, right? Right.